Guys, what's going on? Welcome to Serial at Midnight. My name is Heath, and in this episode, I am going to talk about Space Adventure Cobra, the movie, a 1982 anime film. It's a feature film. There's also a TV series, but this was the film version on 4K from Discotek Media. This was a gift from Patreon supporter Larry. Larry, thank you very much. I wanted to publicly thank you for sending this to Serial at Midnight. I don't talk a lot about Patreon a lot, but we really do rely on the support of our Patreon supporters. There are in exchange for your support, there are over 100 videos on Patreon that are exclusive just to that platform. They will never be main channel videos. There's also commentaries. There's tons and tons of discussion. We do live streams. It's very active, so if you can support us, it would mean an awful lot to us, because that's how this channel keeps going. But let's talk about Space Adventure Cobra, the movie. I'd never seen it before. I was aware of it because at the beginning of Discotek Media titles, they have like I guess it's like a highlight reel. It's not really trailers. It's like a song and then little clips of stuff that's also out. And this was one of the things that was included in one of their little hype reels, and I was like, wow, that looks good. And having seen the full movie now, it is really good. This movie is right up my alley. First of all, because it's early 80s anime. That's my jam. That's when because I am a child of the 80s. My formative years were in the 80s, and so I love, I came of age with Transformers and Voltron and Robotech, and a lot of that stuff was made in Japan. And so this sort of thing it's in the shadow of like Star Wars, and like our main character is a little bit Han Solo. He's a little bit James Bond. Actually, that's a pretty good description. If Han Solo and James Bond had a baby, it may look, but it's that kind of a thing. He's a scoundrel, but he's also very good at what he does. Sort of an intergalactic. He's an intergalactic scoundrel, bounty hunter kind of guy. The plot of the movie is difficult. It's confusing, so I'm not gonna get super bogged down into it. But it's not. It's adapted from. So Cobra was a manga series. This is adapted from one of the earlier arcs of the manga, and it's not confusing, but you have to pay attention. This has beautiful visuals. It's like psychedelic, which I love. Because I'm big into like 60s, like Yellow Submarine and stuff like that. It's just so visually stunning, and it is beautiful to look at. Lots of colors, lots of just diversions for your eye, for no purpose other than to be beautiful to look at. Lots of women in the film, lots of fan service in the movie. And I really liked it, so I wanted to talk to you guys about it. It's the 4K presentation is. It's good. I'm going to tell you this. Here's what Discotek has decided to do, or whoever provided the master for this. I assume it was Discotek, but it might have been remastered by someone else. Hey, the English language was directed by Carl Macek, which is the guy responsible for bringing Robotech to the United States, for bringing Macross. Look, this was a total coincidence. I'm wearing my Macross shirt, but he brought Macross and, what was it, Genesis Climber Mospeada, right, and Southern Cross to the United States, put them together, dubbed them. Robotech was born, and love that stuff. I didn't even realize that he was responsible for the English dub on this. Anyway, they've taken the option of de-graining the whole thing. Animation, especially from this era, should have grain. This has no grain. And you can kind of see remnants of the grain in like the heavy, like the black lines and stuff. Like if you get a close up on a character and there's a lot of black lines, you can kind of see where the grain was, because it's active, but only in those black lines. So I don't love that as someone who really appreciates film. But all that said, I know a lot of people don't like grain, because you guys let me know, like, I hate grain. Grain beat up my grandmother when I was 17 years old. A lot of people don't like grain, and they prefer that clean, crisp presentation. So that's what this is. It doesn't look bad, and the HDR is magnificent. There's actually a comparison on the disc. There are no special features listed here. I don't think they're listed anywhere. So let me check the inner Yeah, they're not listed anywhere. There's a before HDR and after HDR comparison side by side, and it's like, wow. Oh, wow. So now here's where I go to the series after this. This was, I think this came out in the summer of 1982 in Japan. The movie was first. Then there was a 40, I think it was 40, is it 30 or 40 episodes of the anime. And then in the 2000s, we've got more recent, some OVAs, some original video animations, and some things like that, some spin-off material. But it starts from a manga, and then this is the first. This is a good place to start, is what I'm telling you guys. It is beautiful to look at. If you're 4K ready, I should also say this does not have anything other than the 4K disc in it. There is a Blu-ray version, but I don't have the Blu-ray. The Blu-ray version is not included, so this is the 4K only. And this has alternate artwork. You know what? I'm going to show you this alternate artwork. Is it showing up? Yeah. Gorgeous, gorgeous art. The back of the package is exactly the same. But there it is. Hey, I'll export this out in 4K so you can pause it and read it if you should like. I watched it in English. I don't know if I'm wild about the English dub. Next time I watch it, I'm going to watch it in Japanese. It defaults to English, and I was like, well, I'll give it a shot. And it has the included, like there's an alternate, the international opening is different from the English American opening. That's included as an extra, the different versions. So they've really got you covered there. But I don't know, I wanted to talk to you guys about some classic anime. A lot of you guys out there dig anime, and a lot of you guys are of my vintage and really appreciate this 80s stuff. That's so good. Who's seen this? What do you think about it? Where should I go from here? I'd love to continue the conversation. Thanks so much for watching this video, and thank you, Larry. I really appreciate it. Guys, until next time, take care. Here's where to go and what to do.